Tá passada, ó. Cara, ficou muito linda, né? Pro rei. Mano, é sempre alguém que ama muito alguém e perde essa pessoa, né? É surreal. Tipo assim, isso aqui ensina também superação, né, gente? Porque assim, o cara tá há 500 anos e ele não superou isso e ele tá cada vez mais acabado. E tipo assim, é muito lindo que tipo, a pessoa ame muito, assim, mas na vida real não é assim. Então assim, vamos aprender a superar as pessoas. Eu assim, eu só queria que ele encontrasse ela. Cara, isso deu muita esperança pra ele. Puta que pariu, velho. Eu, como tenho tendência a borderline, isso aqui acaba comigo. Eu falo, mas eu com certeza esperaria 500 anos pra alguém também. Ai, cara, que ódio.
So that's how the Raker of Solnari was born. A monster created by circumstance is a monster.
Cara, o pior é que, tipo assim, eu me identifico muito com essas porra. Eu sou muito sentimental, cara. Só dele, tipo assim, tudo falando pra ele, tipo, seguir em frente e achar outra pessoa, e ele ali insistindo nela. Tipo assim, eu só queria que alguém insistisse assim em mim, sabe? Pois é, eu não tinha lido a fala dela ainda. Mas o famoso passado do vilão, né?
Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. In a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells little white lies, and before long, you have a huge pack of lies that destroys
Olha isso!
everything.
Cara, olha isso! A história de Canria é o que acontece quando a verdade é deixada de lado. Todos contam pequenas mentirinhas inofensivas e, sem que percebam, virou um grande emaranhado de mentiras que destrói tudo. Caralho! Cara, porque, tipo assim, ele já não estava muito bem, sabe? A gente viu durante a história dele que ele já não tava... Ele já não tava lá essas coisas. Fora que o abismo já tava ali, né? O rei tava ficando totalmente lelé por causa do abismo. Então talvez a influência do abismo também já não tava ajudando muito. Então assim, nada tava muito bem.
Time to get back.
É isso. Durante a descoberta da história dele, a gente já imaginava, né? Que ele tinha enlouquecido por causa da Tolindes.
Cruel as it may be, that was Conria's fate.
Cara, se tiver calor aí, não corta a franja agora não. Franja no calor é um caralho. Espero chegar o inverno. Franjinha no calor, eu que o diga. Franjinha no calor, ainda mais se tu sai de casa, tipo, pra passear. É horrível, porque tu começa a suar, aquilo gruda na tua testa. Saber que a gente sabia que não ia terminar bem pelo estado atual dele e por ser em Canria, né? Que a gente já sabe que Canria não terminou bem. Ah, se ela já tá curta, para, pô. Esperar crescer também.
Everyone, I'm back. Can I get a standing ovation?
Nefer! How are you holding up? Feeling okay? She's fine. Boss is a pro.
Yes, I'm fine. You will have seen the events of Rarir's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a regular nobody. driven
Nossa,
by
ela fez
personal
esculacha, né?
tragedy, as he said himself.
Pô, mas a franja quando tá na altura do olho incomoda muito.
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from his memories alone. But they did give us a... However, I would not consider Rerir to be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the events of that era. Yet, when the catastrophe of a
Cara, a
generation
Nefer esculacha, cara.
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this you urging me not to abandon?
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to remain a part of the plan.
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. And I don't appreciate being bossed around. Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent. You stuck to the rules of the ceremony and kept your mouth shut the
Cool. So, can you fill me in on the deets now? Most of what I saw when...
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. It will save me narrating. Yehoda?
Yes, boss. Let me get that...
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about the first clause.
Forgive my curiosity, but what does the...
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for
Puta que
herself.
pariu.
Like opening the door, pouring the tea...
Já Roda vem morar comigo.
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. Rest assured that the curatorium abides by the very strictest of labor policies. In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. Hope I don't catch Flint's and Varka lounging about in their chairs.
Eles com certeza estão fazendo isso, amor. Tadinha.
There's nothing I dislike more than other people enjoying
Cara, a
themselves while
Jarroda, ela é
I'm
muito
hard at work.
boazinha. Ela não liga, não. Para que a gente também... A gente não estava só trabalhando, a gente estava fofocando absurdamente. E...
Oh, no.
Ué. Ué.
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves. I'm not that kind of boss. And it would go against the curatorium's
Tá me
labor
sumero?
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking about labor policy.
Wait. How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago. Boss, what's wrong? You look like you've seen...
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that
Caralho,
whole scene back inside the
mentira.
office.
Hallucinated? But how?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just a result of pawns moving across the chest.
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yes, it's a special technique of mine.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Only once. It was the first time I used the chess set.
Is there any similarity between what happened then and what's happened?
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent, which was all...
Is there anything I can do to help?
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help with things that I'm too lazy to do myself.
Meaning you're not feeling lazy right now?
Meaning this is not something Yehoda can help with. The chess set is a personal treasure that I alone understand. I must be the one to...
Boss, it's fine. Really. Let me do something useful.
Oh, listen to you. Whatever would I do without you, Yehoda?
Cara, a Jarroda, coitada, ela é muito injustiçada.
What? Really?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another employee as obedient and servile?
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I was thinking of, I suggest everyone finds someplace, even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist in a physical sense, mentally speaking, it's all real. And so is our tiredness and fatigue.
Ah, cara, a Nefer, ela meio que trata tudo como uma troca, mas ela, no fundo ela gosta da Jarruda. Ela só não sabe expressar isso.
You don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just because it isn't physical doesn't mean it's any less.
Don't I have the best employees? Jealous much?
If we can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day to help out.
Oh, Lama. Have I ever told you just how pretty you are?
Eita, caralho, que isso?
To the depths of your imagination.
Isso foi flerte?
Time to rally, everyone. Follow me.
Eu levaria como flerte.
As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. That means stay focused and no talking no matter what we encounter. And don't disturb the chess pieces.
Cara, na cara assim, pá.
You have my word that I will get us all out of here.
Gente, mas por que Sumero? Lama vai dormir no sofá.
This place looks familiar. That's not a good sign. There's someone up ahead. Time for a little chat.
Será que juntou com a missão lendária dela?
I wasn't expecting visitors at this hour. Wait, is that?
Oh, it's him.
There you are. Sinue's been looking for you all day. I think he has some news for you.
Oh, yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more loose change?
What do you mean loose change? Oh, come on, I'm too old for that.
Cadê a Nefezinha? Ah, não. Deixa eu ver se ainda tô.
Hey, kid. Mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up to recently? I'm trying to get in his good books and I need a way in.
Get in his good books? Why? What do you want with
I've written a new song. I was hoping to showcase it at the next festival, but...
a new song, huh? I'd love to stay and listen, but unfortunately, Uncle Ret...
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting there warming up my...
Pile of stones. Got it.
O quê?
Hi, Dad. Uncle Retinue said you were looking for me.
Ah, there's my little princess.
Gente, o pai
If
da
you'd gotten back just a little
Nefer.
sooner, you could have shared the spoils of war with me.
Memórias da Nefer.
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad?
It was just a figure of speech. But yeah, I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back.
We have a well again.
That's right. I found a new one and brought back as
Ih, tá
much
de
water as I
gente.
could carry. It should last us for a good while.
If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms, our wells wouldn't be caving in. And you wouldn't...
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be leading us out of hardship and poverty. You know how prosperous our ancestors were. I've told you all the stories.
Ela era toda
Look at
pequenininha.
us now, squeezed into these hovels. No one would choose this if it wasn't for the endless wars over the years. But things are looking up. I started working with some folks from the academia a few months back. They gave me some contacts.
So you're the Academia's helper now?
Special ambassador, they call it. Think of it as a partnership. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated here in the desert for too long. Seeking opportunities elsewhere is the best thing for us.
So, do you get anything good?
Of course. My luck's improving all the time. One day, I swear I'm...
Gente, ela deve ter puxado a mãe, né?
That's our well, and you know it. You
Pulou
stole
a
from us.
cerca. Não, pô, o
Well, you've
cabelo.
gone from chief to thief, and now you have to face the consequences.
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or...
And that Special Ambassador Act? Yeah, nice try. We spoke to the academia. You're a liar and a cheat.
Tá porra. Puta merda.
I heard Yehuda gasp, but I don't blame her. Most people are terrified by the corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. The desert There's a handwritten note on the ground.
Halil, this is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember me. I was the one who helped you. This is my second time writing to you. I assume my last letter must have gotten lost in the mail, as I didn't. I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day completely blocked up our well. Praise the gods. The well of the Eob tribe was intact. It was my last resort. You told me to write to you if I ever needed help. You said you'd be my ally in the I urgently need you to formally recognize my title of Special Ambassador and send some of your people to assist me for a few days. This is an emergency. Please send...
Looks like this letter never got sent.
Puta merda, hein?
The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. What a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimti tell. Their whole
Por
village
gole
was
de
butchered
água.
over a...
É. Será que a gente conseguiu sair?
Ah, officer.
Não.
Welcome to our humble village.
I thought you would at least have the courtesy to provide some respectable libations.
This is the finest wine our village has to offer. I promise.
Ai, não gosto da galera de Sumero. Achei eles tão prepotentes.
The academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical of this entire endeavor. I highly doubt anyone in this desert possesses serious academic potential.
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our God. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you, take her away from this place. Give her a chance. Don't let her tout.
I don't recognize her.
She showed up here a few days ago, and we took her in. She's a really bright kid.
So, where are you from?
Nowhere special. Just a sand dune.
What about the rest of your family?
Just the one.
Nossa.
It's only you?
Correct.
So, no brothers, no sisters, no...
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers and my sisters. Apart from that, I have...
All right. Get over here. Sign your name on the form.
Não sei pra que esse mistério a gente já sabe que é ela.
Nefer? You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
Nossa. Tudo bom? É a culpa da empresa, amigo. Que não faz personagens negros.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already. Please read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay.
Yes, Professor, I'm aware. I just had a couple more questions I wanted to get your perspective on.
Sendo Caia, pode crer, né? Isso aqui foi lá no começo do jogo. Se fosse hoje em dia, com certeza seria mais claro.
Oh, please ask away.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my assignment is much easier.
A weak student? Goodness, no.
I think what you're saying is, a weak student wouldn't have noticed the discrepancy. And if they did, that...
You see, sharp as they come. You see things the way they are, and I'm sure you know why they're like that.
Because of where I come from. Because I'm
sorry, Nefer. I don't like it any more than you do. Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions?
I wanted to check if someone sent me a letter.
Ah, your family wrote to you. Well, as long as they put your name on the envelope, someone should...
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious where the mail would...
The House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for unclaimed mail somewhere in there, probably sitting on a shelf. Whatever you're looking for, that'd be the place to start.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Professor.
Oh, don't mention it. Honestly, I feel like I failed you.
Hey, don't say that. You're a great teacher, and you do your best for all your students. It's not just the academia, either. The whole world bends over backwards for the successful, and leaves the losers to suffer and die.
Oh, my dear child. Don't tell me you've given up on life already.
I haven't. I just think that if you want to make it in this world, you have to find a way to become successful.
Infelizmente ela tá certa. Ué.
This must be it. A big cardboard box full of unclaimed... Let's take a look.
Pô, o jogo gostou dessa mecânica de jogo, né?
From Port Ormos. Looks like it's from a Core of 30 representative. What a strange thought. This one was never even opened. I guess the recipient didn't care what the Core of 30 had to say. Who was it addressed to? I don't recognize the name. This one is addressed to the Immorta Sage. The title is Changes Observed. Guided by the Incense. We became lost somewhere in the forest. All the barriers between levels of consciousness disappeared as our In clinical terms, these symptoms fit the description of incense poisoning. The Amorta Darshan strictly prohibits the use of hallucinogenic substances, but for example, my neighbor who always breaks out into song, and this seems like something the academia would want to know about. Wait, what's this? The note says, the sender authored this letter while under the influence of mushrooms. I would send it back, but no return address was provided.
Esquisito isso, hein?
This next one is addressed to a few words of protest regarding recent changes in Sumeru's educational policy.
Não era incenso. Pior que era. Os incensos de Sumério são babados, filho.
In recent years, the academia has taken on a small number of students from. However, it appears to me that these students have not, in fact, been provided with educational opportunities that, as well as receiving dumbed-down assignments and perfunctory. Education is the fundamental purpose of this institution, which should go without saying in a nation whose founding virtues are knowledge and wisdom. I ask you, is the lip service we... As Grand Sage, policy decisions are your prerogative, but do not forget your roots. I do hope you will give some serious attention to this matter. I encourage you to discuss issues... Great letter.
Uma ótima carta mesmo.
And the sender is... Huh? I didn't realize anyone else even knew how bad students like... So this is where letters from the Sage of Spontamod end up? Nice. Whatever. This isn't what I came here... I'm not exactly holding out hope that a letter sent from the desert would even make it here. But if it did... I can't believe how much discarded mail there is. Must have been years since someone last went through it all. And this is just one box. I don't believe for 1 second that any human being has sat down and read through all the documents in this place.
Ela fazendo exatamente isso.
Could this be it?
Greetings, Halil. My name is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. I don't know how well you remember it now, but I brought you to safety and gave you some water and other supplies. In my tribe, learning a person's true name is serious business, and I therefore see you all as friends. You were kind enough to leave your contact details, so we could stay in touch. The Shimti tribe lives a harsh, nomadic existence in the desert. You were sympathetic towards my plight, promising to make me a special ambassador of the academia. This brings me to my reason for writing. Our tribe has fallen on particularly hard times. There was a terrible sandstorm a few days ago, which blocked up the well in our land. To ensure my people's survival, I had no choice. But the Eob and Unut are descended from the Thamudians. While we trace our ancestry to Tulatula, we worship the Lord of Flowers and have had relatively good relations with our fellow tribes. I found a well belonging to the Eob tribe. They declined to help us, but I really had no other option. So I took some water to keep me and my tribe. When we met, you assured me that you would be my ally in the academia. I would like to take you up on that offer, because I really need your help. I wonder if you could send an academia representative to meet with me. That aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned that the academia had started accepting students from the desert. And I told you a little about my daughter, Nefer. We have next to no resources here in the desert, and my power and influence are limited. Would you consider enrolling my daughter?
From the outset, the academia never took you seriously. Those things they promised were just empty words. And we were
Safados.
so emphatic that your luck had finally changed for the better. You swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You spoke with... You liar. You lied about everything. And who fell for it? Just me, by the... Which makes you a pathetic liar. You weren't even any good at it.
Cara, é uma merda porque, tipo assim, a esperança faz as pessoas mentirem, né? De uma certa forma. Porque a pessoa fica com esperança de que vai melhorar, de que vai fazer acontecer. Só que às vezes não funciona dessa forma. E aí a outra pessoa que acredita na tua esperança fodida se decepciona, fica com raiva. Então, tipo assim, gente, por mais que vocês queiram alcançar o mundo, não joga isso nas outras pessoas, sabe? Guarda pra você a esperança que você tem. Porque a outra pessoa vai acreditar com você e quando tudo der errado, ela também vai sair afetada.
I think I'll take over from here. Let me show you how it's done.
Nossa, é muito lindo, super recomendo. Ah, cara, por onde eu subo? Que isso, cara? Louquíssima.
I just came to say goodbye. Thanks for everything you've done for me in my time here.
Nefer? You packed your bags. Where are you going?
I'm quitting. Something's come up in my hometown.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you. You know that better than I do.
Pois é, Deus me livre. Também não botaria, não.
But it doesn't matter. I have more important things to... Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left some incense on your desk. What's wrong? I thought you liked incense. Although, I did read somewhere in the House of Dana that it has
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown? You're just...
Yeah, about that. I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of ruins near my hometown that are practically overgrown with... It's not worth much. Keep it.
But Nefer...
All right, that's all from me. You take...
Com certeza vale muito. E ela deixou e falou que não vale pra menina aceitar.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just classmates, right? We're friends.
Yeah, I'll remember you. I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune. And it's a rare find, even in... And as for remembering her, I have far too much... I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. But either way, I expect I'll forget you pretty quick.
Caralho. Mano, ela com certeza é. Impossível essa mulher não ser sapato, ó.
pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume there's a big...
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. Not all special ambassadors share my admiration for the Eab. The ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region to rubble and sand.
Cara,
But the
sim.
story of the Eab has a
Com
very
certeza
different
mesmo.
trajectory. Others grew weak, but you grew strong, beginning in obscurity and moving to prosperity. You're the only ones who defied the trend.
Huh. So, you do know who...
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not? It used to belong to the Unut, but it looked...
You're not wrong. But I'm sure you didn't come all this way.
Of course not. I came to bring you some very good news. Some information that recently came to light. Records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain well currently under Eab control is built on top of some ancient ruins. I checked the map carefully on my way over here, and I'm confident that this is the well in question. The Academia is offering 50 million mora in return for...
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say, 50 million
Filho da
is a little
puta,
low.
cara.
Don't get greedy, Eab. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force. Wasn't that the first step in your rise to power?
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to overlook. The Academia is only interested in dealing with the de facto power holders. I hope I am making myself clear.
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me, I'll hunt down everyone.
I assure you, Chief, that would not be in your long... You see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest, but surely even you recognize an ambassador's attire when you see it. And what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway? You really think the Sumeru Academia would bother to come all this way?
All right, I take your point. The Academia is the highest authority in the land. I'm sure you're trustworthy people. In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news. In fact, it calls for a celebration. Would you do us the honor of staying a while and enjoying some Eab hospitality?
Gladly. I am partial to wine myself, and I trust you are as well.
O que ela vai fazer? Enganar eles. Ela vai enganar eles, botar no cu deles.
So let's indulge in a few drinks together.
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've taken the well.
What? Well, don't just stand there. Take it back.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the Eab's military superior.
Well, what is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal, they seize the well. This can't be a coincidence. I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto power holders. If you cannot
No! Please, Ambassador, just give me some time. That well is ours.
Glad to hear it. I will wait here for an update.
If there is a traitor, I will find them. In the meantime, make yourself at home.
Wow. All it took was a few words and I've got him wrapped around...
So, in summary, Ambassador, the Academia would rather negotiate with our tribe instead of the Eab, yes?
The Eab are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. And now they have the gall to interfere in our research projects in the desert. So let me ask you, Chief, if you were the Academia...
Kill them all, of course.
Precisely. The Academia does not tolerate those who stand in our way. The Eab have held back our academia. At the same time, there is simply no way that the Academia can be seen to be...
We have our own rules out here. If the rainforest dwellers raised arms against the desert...
Right. We can't confront them ourselves, but we can support their enemies. The Unut have always had strained relations with the Eab. Natural allies. Weren't the Eab your allies once? You were quick to send them after us to protect your interests back when we stole that water. And now look at you. You're at each other's Let me be clear. The Academia wishes to collaborate with the legally recognized rulers of the desert in this matter. We are asking for excavation.
Say no more. I believe...
Good. Then I suggest you get to work. Get us access to that well. You see, Dad? Lying is easy when you know how.
Queria ser boa e mentir assim. Eita porra!
Look at yourselves. You may be vile, savage monsters, but your butchered bodies bleed like any others. The monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary, petty human beings.
Caralho!
What a joke. I think we're even now. Maybe I've even done the desert a favor. It's a better place with a... Oh, Sinuhe. My gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, our tribe's people would still be alive, but you couldn't do what had to be done. So I did it for you.
Nossa, eles ali atrás, hein? Vendo.
Nefer, it's okay. All of this is in the past now.
I believe I remember you promising to remain silent.
Yeah, but even so...
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
Alright, time for a sharp turn onto a completely different topic. So, anyway, that's enough of that. When are we getting out of this place? Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired.
Yes. If we can find somewhere to sit down, I could certainly...
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Really? A temple? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or so everyone says.
You mentioned a temple. What's waiting for...
My biggest trade secret of all.
Eita porra!
Ah. Then I'm guessing it's where you got your power.
I didn't know you were clued up on any other religions.
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru, but since you come from the desert, I would imagine it has some...
Sounds impressive.
Oh, I know who you mean. General Mahamatra's son.
Ai, olha, depois que eu perdi os caramuchos pro Sino, eu nunca mais consegui gostar do Sino, cara. Que ódio!
That's Boss Nefer, yeah. She knows everything.
Cyno's hardly a figure of obscurity, but I know about Sethos too.
Ai, eu amo Cetos.
What about him? Is he a big deal or something?
Well, he's not a small deal. Please, this is the bare bone basics. Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to take.
Ai, gente, eu tenho trauma de Sumério desses tempos que eu me perdia toda nos puzzles. Era triste, era triste. Tava vendo se meu café tava já. Podia ser só cutscene, né? Que a gente não precisava fazer nada.
Uh-oh. I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything to add about any of this stuff. Like, look, I want to do the whole name dropping, this girl knows her stuff thing too. But I've never seen anything like it before.
A statue with the head of a bird.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. The legends, let's take a look.
Ó. Miau.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world.
Oh, que
Besides, these
bonitinho.
are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course, it's almost over.
Eita porra! Ah, mentira!
Hold on!
Mano, mentira. Cara, nem fudendo. Nem fudendo. O que esse filho da puta tá fazendo ali, cara?
There's always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
How repulsive.
Que é isso? Caralho! Eu imaginei que fosse o Den, mas ele não apareceu, viu, gente? Pior que eu imaginei muito que fosse o Den, só que eu falei, gente, mas cadê ele? Gente, que aflição do caralho, velho. Que isso? Mano, esse cara... Pô, esse filho da puta parece uma pedra no sapato, né, cara? Sempre tá ali pra incomodar. Tá que pariu.
Timed that pretty well, didn't I?
Ah, não, então foi ela? Quem que ajudou a gente a sair afinal, caralho? Porque eu fiquei meio assim, será que é a Columbina? Será que é o Den? Aí quando a gente sai, a gente tá de cara com o Den. Agora a Columbina disse que chegou também. Quem caralho que ajudou?
It's okay. I'm just glad no one was hurt.
Ninguém se feriu fisicamente, porque eu tenho certeza que depois dessa, a Nefer tá destruidíssima psicologicamente, cara. Pelo amor de Deus. Eu acho que foi os dois juntos, sabia? Eu acho que foi tanto o Den quanto a Columbina.
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was not naive to the dangers involved. I had a duty to ensure your safety.
Good to know your sense of justice is still intact after all these years.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes...
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to trap Rerir inside the chess set.
Whoa, really? How'd you make...
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we made it to the temple. By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past, well, the monster formerly known as Rerir, it seems I alerted him. I was tracking him, then he caught on and started tracking me too.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone? That shouldn't be...
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is an expert at finding a...
No wonder.
Pô, o cara era pica, tá?
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to
Porra, olha
leave at
isso!
first.
Ele se infiltrou, leu os pensamentos dela e construiu um novo conjunto pra que ela não conseguisse sair. Cara, esse homem é um bagulho absurdo.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right in thinking...
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis King. You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Iab
Mano,
massacred
ele além
my
de ser muito
tribe,
forte, ele é
the
muito
Shinti,
inteligente. Então, tipo
in
assim,
our
é
home village.
perigosíssimo.
A few years later, I enrolled in the academia, where some new information came to... The Unut and the Iab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million mora. The Iab ultimately won that confrontation, but their victory came... The final blow to the Iab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their
Caralho!
chief right before my eyes. Having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was still standing. There it was. Seemingly, as I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This cat, as it turned out, was home to the spirit of the Ibis King. This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as
Caralho,
the one in the
maneiro.
mausoleum of King Desh. With this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden
Pô, foi legal
secrets.
que eles meio que implementaram uma missão
You could
lendária
conclude that the
na missão
Ibis King
principal,
simply
né?
wanted to give the
Que tipo,
people
a
of
gente
this world the
descobriu um pouco
power to
mais do
seek the
passado da
truth.
Nefer,
But
só
I
que ainda
don't
assim
believe
tava
that's
fazendo
the
parte da
full
missão
story.
principal. Porra, maneiro, maneiro.
Every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as fickle as any human's, full of secrets, perversions, egotistical tendency.
It is the same with all powerful forces, including fate itself. Their gaze falls preferentially upon a select few.
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I agree. Gather the others. It's time to share everything I've learned.
Porra, e bota coisa nisso, hein?
Thank you all for being
Oh,
here.
gatinho, meu Deus.
As promised, I did some further investigating into the Recher of Solnari. The Recher of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a Conrian subject who served the Vinster King. I will now share the important details of his...
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
Exatamente.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But it does not excuse his many transgressions. No matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild Hunt.
Exatamente. Gente, cada vez que eu vejo mais o Varka, mais eu me apaixono por ele. Que isso?
He becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Tevat suffers the consequences. This is a threat that the Knights of Favonius...
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the spatial gateway that...
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the moon.
Cara, eu lembrei, a roupa da Columbina me lembra muito a roupa da Kokomi.
Miss Lama, any thoughts on this?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. The term Moongate is one I have heard before. But as is the case with all of our legends, there are no records of any first-hand witnesses. We cannot know what...
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have some idea of where the Moongate leads to?
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well. I can sense that the gate would open at my command, but...
But there's more to the power of the Frost Moon than that?
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the moon gate, since it is a path to the moon. And right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Recher of Solnari.
Já vimos que depois de Rei morto, nós temos coisa pra fazer, né?
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rerir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact with the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the Wild Hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie, drawing hordes of monsters to...
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, why the Wild Hunt is a distributed phenomenon.
Makes sense to me. Explains why the Wild Hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together. He was...
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the Abyss, much like a curse...
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss is...
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is primitive or advanced, if a curse has extended its lifespan unnaturally, it will continue to survive in spite of everything. This raises some interesting questions. I will run some experiments. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Nefer for conducting such a thorough investigation.
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared today proves useful as we look to formulate the next...
Hey! What is it, Dainsliv? You look really upset!
It's just... when I think of the man I once knew as Rerir, I struggle to understand why things had to...
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort, but my heart goes out to you.
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The moon and stars are full of untold secrets and lies. And the skies are host to many more mysteries than these alone. Yet...
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time. Thank you, both.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting. I'm sure Nefer needs some time to recover.
That's very thoughtful of you, Lama.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest and digest before we
Será que alguém vai vir me visitar?
Hey, is this a bad time? Hope I didn't kill the conversation.
Caralho, logo quem?
Nice room. Oh, I'm not coming in though.
Ai, cara.
Why not? It's just a hotel room.
If it's all the same, I'll just stay
O
out
Freeze
here.
entrou.
I might not look the part, but I'm technically a knight. Barging into people's private quarters isn't the kind of thing we do.
Amor, eu estou te convidando pra entrar. Você recusar também não vai ser nada cavalheirístico. Ah, cara, mas cada vez que eu vejo esse homem, eu acho ele mais bonito. Não tem como.
Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get some rest. But before she left, she shared some things with me that I thought you should be aware of. Firstly, although she managed to trap the Raker of Solnari inside her chess set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King is any match for one of the 5 sinners. Their powers are beyond our comprehension. It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out. We have to come up with a plan and take care of him before that happens.
Honestly, my mom figured that might be the case.
Pô, mas eles capricharam muito nele, né? Porque até se você reparar, até o cabelo dele é muito detalhado. O cabelo dos outros não é tão detalhado assim.
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, it seemed like she was trying to convince me how precious her chess set is. It felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your will. Anyway, after all that, she finally answered the question. 2 days, at most.
2 days? Holy moly! Can we even recruit enough help?
Holy moly!
That remains to be seen.
Cara, eu imagino muito esse holy moly sendo puta merda, mas não é, né?
But given how little time we have, there's no way we can pull this off without his help. You have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you could talk to him for us? Great. I appreciate it.
Ele se faz de burro, né? Porque ele é muito observador também. Ele tá até comentando aqui o bagulho do Den.
All right, on to item 3. So, Albedo, Durin, and I put our heads together and came up with a plan. Can't promise it's gonna work yet, but at least it's a start. We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first. We'll explore it further once everyone's recovered.
Oh, Paimon's dying to hear this.
All right, so...
Gente, e uma voz sussurrada.
we felt a little uneasy about roping you into this. I mean, firstly, you're not locals, and secondly, not...
Roping us in?
Já vi que você isca pra alguma coisa, né?
We know the stakes here. It's all of us against the Reher of Solnari.
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know. I like to think there's an
Ou eu
art
vou
to
ter que
striking a
zanzar pra lá e pra
down-to-earth
cá
tone even when the stakes are
buscando
through the roof.
alguém.
Sir Varka, I have a few thoughts about this plan.
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated. In my view, the most sensible line...
Porra, caralho, eles não vão falar agora o que é, né? Oh!
I see your point, yeah. But if that's how we're going to approach this, to be clear, I don't doubt your abilities. Far from it. I just want to make sure. Are you...
I want to do everything within my power. The Reher of Solnari is a truly fearsome opponent, and if I do my part, it'll greatly reduce the risk for everyone else involved.
Gente, eu acho que tá vindo uma coisa fortíssima aí, hein?
Well, that tracks with what I've heard. Jean's mentioned in her letters that you're so diligent it's almost abnormal. As in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations like this. But you seem to just march towards danger without a moment's hesitation. Of course, everyone appreciates a fearless pioneer. But all that aside, I'm the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, and you're our honorary knight. I want to make sure your courage doesn't come at the expense of your safety.
Thank you, Sir Varka.
I should be the one thanking you. It means a lot to have you on board. I'll give...
Cavaleiresca. Nem parece, né, que tá um caos todo. Meu Deus, vai ser hoje o futuro de Nordcry. Ainda estamos no ato 4, né? Tá. Vai ser hoje o babado, hein? Vai ser hoje o babado. Oxi.
This is a thorough plan, but I do have one last question before we take action. How can we be sure?
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing Rerer and the Wild Hunt's behavioral patterns. His conclusions are as follows. Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rerer has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space. So, secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. If we put him in a fight-or-flight situation, he'll choose to fight. Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed. Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission. He'll be baying for blood, not look.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt, those all seem like...
Understood. Then I will defer to the verdict of the group.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail. Albedo and Durin are carrying up...
Plan approved. Scheduling.
Os dois surtos da Rina reunidos. Os dois que o Den não tá aqui, senão seriam os três, amor.
Okay, any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's light this baby up.
The Frost Moon Scions are behind you as well.
And the rest of you? No objections? All right, then it's settled. This is the plan we're going with. Next up, an old tradition of mine. Anyone who wants to back...
Wait, we can still back out of this?
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling trapped because their mouth said yes before their brain had time to think things through.
A very people-first approach. I hear that's common practice in the night.
Who'd you...
Shh. We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only as Owl, please and thank you.
This plan can only work if everyone does their part.
We shall indeed. You'll be glad you accepted our help. Also, you are the last person I expected to see.
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me Lord Sangama Bay. So, the longer your name, the higher your... In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right, I know your full name.
Ah, não, Dory! Dory! Me fala o nome dele! Caralho, quem? Ah, não, não. Dory, vem aqui agora! E você vai me falar o nome dele.
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
Okay, fine.
Eu nem sei se eu já sei, porque se eu sei, eu não
I'm actually
lembro.
only here as a favor for someone else.
Se ele já falou, eu não
Any
lembro.
idea how much it would cost to hire me otherwise? Oh, does this mean something out there actually... It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partnership. She's actually the mom of a friend of yours.
Ah! Gente, a Alice não vai aparecer agora não, né? Porque ela com certeza tá falando da Alice. Cara, eu vou ter um surto se essa mulher aparecer aqui.
Said mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't start building a little goodwill now, my whole business in Notcry is gonna go down the drain.
Ah, ela tá ali pelo negócio que ela emprestou.
Okay. So what exactly is so special?
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. So, she wanted me to have something that can store power to protect myself with.
Será que é mãe da Aino? Quê? Não, a Alice é mãe da... Meu Deus, esqueci o nome da menina. Da Clee. Por isso que ela falou que é a mãe de alguém que a gente conhece. Era a Clee, cara. A Clee. A menininha da bomba, das bombas. Deixa eu escrever aqui, peraí. Eu acho que é assim que se escreve o nome dela. Se não for, peço perdão. É, menina.
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean to drain all the...
You will? Well, in that case.
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours if you want it. In fact, take it...
You're putting me in a difficult position here.
It's a very useful thing to have around. But I have a funny feeling it won't be around much.
Looks like bankruptcy for me.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know.
Será que vai acabar o ato 4? Cara, se acabar o ato 4 agora, eu fico pensando o que vai ser esse plano. Porque isso aqui foi umas 4 horas. Não, 3 horas, tá? Foi um pouco, pesei a mão. 3 horas, mas tipo assim, seria mais 3 horas pro ato 5, sabe? Mas acho que não. Pesei um pouquinho a mão.
How are things going? Feeling ready? Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think Lord Sangama Bay would let an opportunity like this slip by? Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to charge the highest price of all. Even higher than the sellers taking advance order. Ta-da! See? It's right here.
Que isso?
It's so pretty. Hey! Did you make it? No, I have a supplier. We go way back. So? Aha! No wonder you were talking about Lucky Charms at the meeting. You've been getting caught. That's not the full story. It actually started a while back as a project between Mage Alice once warned me.
Ah lá, é a Alice mesmo que ela tava falando.
Safe forever. There may come a day when everyone faces a great crisis.
Nossa, gente. Tem uma merda grande pra vir, hein? Porque olha isso. A bruxa Alice uma vez me avisou que esse mundo não vai ficar seguro pra sempre. Pode chegar um dia que todos enfrentarão uma grande crise. A gente tá caminhando pra isso, né?
I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. I won't go into the details.
Ai, que legal!
Very complicated. But if you want to know more,
Eu vou chegar na Rita. Vem cá, querida, vem aqui um minutinho. O que você não me falou, vagabunda? Que vocês estão criando tipo um comundo pra manter todo mundo seguro quando a crise vier.
Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kaveh to build this little contraption. As one of the... Took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. Must have gone through at least a dozen designs before producing a final product. Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kaveh. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? And what's your proposed use case? Has it been approved by the relevant authority? So nosy. My fault for sending him the research permit to begin with.
Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project. He was probably just nervous because you're always so secretive about your business.
Could be, could be. Anyway, I just replied, let's hope there never has to be a use case, because it would involve grave danger.
Fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious. He probably felt responsible as the one who made it.
Or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Not sure why, though. His housemate doesn't either way. All's well that ends well. I'm just glad to finally have my hands on the product. I wouldn't want to be without... Huh? What does that look...
Paimon's just super surprised. This must be the first time we've ever seen you actually get serious about
Pois é, né? Babado.
Well, a long time ago, I made a promise to myself. I promised that there are always going to be times in life when you have to give something back. That could mean paying back Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor I ever had. And I want my investors to know that
gente, a Alice é uma
is the
diva,
best
né?
in the business. And more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to make sure the Dendro Archon and all of Sumeru is prepared to face whatever comes. Oh, that? I was just making sure Nefer and I are square. Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. I'm no saint, so don't treat me like something I'm not. My priority is doing the business that I want to do. So long as my conscience lets me, but it usually does.
Alright.
I do say so, and that's the whole point. I'm a businesswoman. Don't go trying to figure out what kind of person I am. You'll exhaust... Oh, and could you two help me get this stuff where it needs to be?
Claro que eu tinha que fazer alguma coisa, né? Ilha Riche. Eu, Albedo e Durim.
Traveler, Paimon. It's good to see...
Everything going smoothly over here?
Sort of. As you're probably aware, per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures. The process went very smoothly. The findings, however...
What? You can actually dissect the wild hunt?
That depends on your definition of wild hunt and dissection.
Harmless, lifeless... These words are accurate descriptions.
The wild hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of itself, It doesn't seem to possess
Quando eles
anything akin
querem,
to a
eles
human
conseguem fazer um
personality.
design muito bonito.
But taken as a
O
collective,
Durin é a prova disso.
the medium
Eles
through which the
fizeram
Wild
ele
Hunt is
muito
summoned does
bonito.
appear to
Ele
have
tem
a
umas
soul.
características dragônicas também que são muito maneiras. E, tipo assim, o design dele tá absurdamente bonito pra mim. Tipo, dá pra ver que foi pensado com carinho e detalhe quando fizeram ele.
Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptatyr, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the Fausturtology. But she barely mentioned Rerir at all. I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway, it's a pity. I should like to hear her thoughts on the nature of the life form he has become today. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through a fractured physical existence. Perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state is that he sacrificed a degree of individuality. Oh, sorry. Once I get talking about interesting research, I have a tendency to go back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. Rerir's corpse is completely contaminated by the Abyss, and the effects are irreversible.
Nossa.
You could think of this as Rerir in mutated form. But in my view, even that would be inaccurate. In reality, his whole being has been consumed by the Abyss. In other words, unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power. And...
Oh, that's terrible news! So, that's it? We can't defeat him? Not even if we get the power?
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world does not accept her presence.
A Columbina vai ter que bater nele lá de cima, filho. Não vai ter como.
It's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted. It means she spends most of her energy just on her own survival.
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to despair. But we must see this plan through to the end. Time to kick off the backup plan.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! This is for you. Dory asked us to bring it.
Ah, how wonderful. Well, thank you for making the trip.
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time. Please be careful.
All right then.
O Durin é muito
Stay
bonitinho, né? Ele é muito fofo. Tá. Nossa, o Varka tá me lembrando alguém. Eu só não tô lembrando quem. Que isso, gente? Quanta gente, meu Deus.
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes. The fate of my flock is in your hands, Grandmaster Varka.
Ai, será que eles vão evacuar todo mundo pra aquele lugar lá?
My lady, what are you saying?
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis the world has. This is not a burden that we deserve to bear. But I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to act. For me, that means fighting for the future. This gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, Knight of Boreas. In my absence.
Hey, everyone. Guess I should introduce myself. Well, to start with, the biggest strengths are honesty and hard-workingness. Anyway, point is...
E essa foi a parte 2 do ato 4, gente. A próxima parte é a parte 3 e a final, onde teremos a conclusão da missão aí e dos babados.